Joining us now for more, someone who spent decades working in the media as an anchor and reporter, and now she is senior advisor at the U.S. Agency for Global Media. Kari Lake, great to see you.
Good to see you. You know what makes me sad about it, Rob, is that I did have a 30-year career in the news, and this is such an incredible moment in history to cover. It saddens me that, still 50, 60, 70% of the people out there covering this are still lying to the people. And they're more than just biased. They're being deceptive to the American people, trying to twist what's happening right now, which is so historic. And, I hope someday that they wake up and realize they're missing an opportunity to cover the biggest moment in American history that is having consequences around the globe.
Yeah, and it all seems like it happens when Donald Trump is in office. Even 5 years ago, there was no Newsmax, certainly not like we exist today. There were no really powerful conservative podcasts, no Megyn Kelly, no Tucker, no Rumble, no YouTube, not like they are today. What does that mean for the legacy media moving forward?
Well, I'll never forget when I realized that the fake news media, besides President Trump revealing so much about how bad they were, it was after the 2020 election, that horrible election that everybody knew there were major problems with. That's when people were discovering places like Newsmax and saying, where can we go where they're not just lying, giving us bald-faced lies right to our face. And so that's when the alternative media actually started to really grow. And I think they actually have taken over now, the fake news media. Now the fake news media is just kind of the laughing stock where we just kind of roll our eyes anymore. Who's believing CNN? I was at the Capitol today. I was on Capitol Hill today, and I got in an elevator with the CNN reporter who was basically trying to say, "Oh, look, I'm not biased," and the people on the elevator were laughing. I mean, it was just obvious. And then I was over at the White House today, and I bumped into a mayor who happened to be from Arizona, from Yuma, Arizona, Mayor Nichols, and he said, "Can you believe it? We're reporting 7 people crossing the border a day. It used to be hundreds and sometimes thousands under Biden. Now it's down to 7, and they're able to apprehend those people every day."
Yeah, I want to ask you that, just out of curiosity, do you think that the independent media, alternative media, have they supplanted the legacy media in this country? Has that already happened?
Yes. I do believe it has happened. But if you watch the fake news media with their fake polls, they try to say, oh, no, everybody's against Trump. It's comical now, because no matter where you go, whether you are on the West Coast in California, yes, I said California, people in California are sick to death of what they're seeing, sick to death of being put last. They're all for President Trump. President Trump, we're beyond Democrat, Republican, Rob. Are you for America? Are you against America? Are you for saving this country, our rights and our liberties, or are you against that? And President Trump is for it. He's proven that time and time again. His first 100 days, man, I wish we could have 10,000, more days with President Trump. It's been incredible. And I don't know about you, but I sleep better. I was so worried over the past many years when I had to worry about my children's future. President Trump is setting things straight, trying to take control of the bloated, corrupt bureaucracy in D.C., which I'm helping to do as well, and a lot of great fighters are. And I'm feeling better every day. They're fighting back. They are trying to fight back, and this is really despicable what's happening here, where they're trying to usurp the powers, the Article 2 powers of the president. We've got it's almost laughable. We've got district court judges who think they have more power than the president of the United States. They think that they have Article 2 powers, and they're trying to stop this incredible movement that President Trump is working toward to put our country first. I don't think they'll succeed.
Well, I think they think that we're celebrating 100 days of these district court judges getting elected. That's what they think. That certainly is not what happened. I'm sort of waiting for the Supreme Court to step in and finally do something, because this should not be happening. It's never happened before in our almost 250-year history, and it's happening right now at a record pace, and the Supreme Court is just sitting back, operating as if it's business as usual. It is not. We are living in different times, and they need to step up to the plate. And I would say that if the Supreme Court weren't a 6-3 conservative majority. Just quickly, Kari, you're from a border state, beautiful state of Arizona. Is there a singular accomplishment over the last 100 days that you are most proud of?
Well, absolutely. The border. I mean, the president showed us that we didn't need that bloated 1,100 page bogus border bill that they were trying to shove down our throats. Remember that one? I remember throwing it in the trash and saying this thing is garbage
Right.
because it was going to codify illegal immigration. And he's proven that we didn't need that. All we needed was a president who cared about securing the border. If we don't have a border, we don't have a country. President Trump has secured the border. Tom Homan is a hero. Kristi Noem is doing a great job. I'm also impressed that President Trump has put forth an executive order to get our elections to be honest and fair once again. That will be his legacy. I believe he will take on our disgusting elections, turn those around and make it so that every American, whether they're the most liberal American or conservative, can have faith that when they cast their vote, it counts. I'm so impressed with the first 100 days. Every day, I can't wait to wake up, even though I'm here in the swamp, working in the administration. I'm excited to wake up every day and go to work to restore the great promise of America.
All right, Kari Lake, good to see you. You get to do it at least 13 more times. Trump is in office for 1,361 more days. So 13 more times. Thanks, Kari. Good to see you.
I think America wants more than that.
He mentioned it tonight, and that's definitely a conversation that's going to continue. And I think that's part of Donald Trump's plan. Kari Lake, thank you.
Thanks, Rob.